When I was in the mental health clinic, I just remember sitting in the chair speaking to the psychologist, and his question to me was, what do you think that you should do? How are you feeling in the present moment? What steps do you think that you can take to correct what is happening to you? And you can understand that in that situation, not having a single ounce of energy, being completely burnt out, the only thing I thought was, if I knew, I would have done it already. Asking me questions like that is not going to help the situation. So what I'm trying to get at with this is that when you're in the state of complete mental fog and complete cognitive overload, it doesn't help trying to think your way out of the situation. And it doesn't help that other people are coming to you and asking you how you think you can get out of the situation. The reason that you're in the situation in the first place is because you've got too much going on mentally and you don't have enough capacity to process it out, and therefore your system becomes bogged down and you can't answer these questions. Because, like I said, if you knew the answer, you would have resolved the issue anyway. The distinction comes in between when you are in a state of that you do have mental capacity for this, then self-reflection works wonderfully because you need to do that to stop the process from happening in the first place or to stop it from getting worse. But when you're in the situation itself, that type of trying to think your way out doesn't work at all. The only thing that works is to put one step in front of the other, follow a logical set of rules, and that's how you dig yourself out of the hole. So what you need to understand around this is that you're going to feel like you cannot process the things that you're busy trying to think your way out of, and you need to understand that you shouldn't be doing that in the first place. Already all the open tabs, now you want to add something on top of it. You can just imagine what is going to happen. It's going to completely stuff up and break the system. So you have to set certain rules and boundaries in place that, first of all, stop the things from coming in because you've already got too much, so you don't want to add anything onto your plate. That would be any interruptions that are coming in from the outside world, new tasks that you take on, new projects that you take on, new ideas that you think that you want to start. All of these might feel good in the moment and might spark interest and curiosity that you think is going to work you up enough to get out of what you're in. But that initial dopamine hit of something new is going to fizzle out very quickly, and at the end of it you're going to have so much mental overload that you've now placed yourself in a deeper stuck position than what you were before. So that's step one, is stop new things from coming in and don't take on anything new. Then you have to start doing things to close what's already there because you're here because you've got too many open tabs. So start with all of the smallest things that you can get out, the things that really seem a lot, but it's actually such small issues that, like emails. Emails is the biggest pain in the backside for this type of thing because they keep coming in and there are so many of them. And when you've already got too many things to deal with, just seeing that you've got 100 messages in your inbox, that is frustrating. So clear out your inbox, but make a rule you don't want to live in your inbox. So what I do is I set only certain times. I will say anything that comes in before 12 I can handle. Everything that comes in after 12 is tomorrow's problem before 12. And that's the email thing, because otherwise you keep creating all of these additional open tasks and you don't want to do that either. Then to just kickstart your motivation is to do any small thing. It doesn't matter what it is, but you just have to do things and you have to work your way out of the situation that you're in. And it is extremely difficult and you're going to hate it, but you have to. That's how you create a little bit of momentum, one foot in front of the other, and that's how you slowly crawl your way out. And then once you've done that and all of the small tasks, if there are these big things that are coming in that you cannot actually avoid, like new work situations that you need to handle, that's when you have to take the big task, break it down into all the smaller ones, and then you can tackle each one of them individually. So practice that and see how it goes. But that is the only way that you're going to get out of the situation that you're in, and not by thinking your way out of it.